Hello, are you here to debate?
Hi, yeah, I am.
All right, what's your name, age, and pronouns, please?
My name is Stephen Tuareg. I'm 26. My pronouns are he, him.
Okay. Uh, are you going to vote for the enemy of the people, Donald Trump?
I'm voting for Donald Trump if that's the question.
Yeah, are you going to vote for the enemy of the people, Donald Trump?
I didn't say enemy of the people, I said Donald Trump.
Okay, well, I would tell you Donald Trump is the enemy of the people. So when you vote for him, you're voting for the enemy of the people.
I would say that the people who voted for Biden are the enemy of the people.
How so?
Well, I'm in favor of free speech, are you?
Yes, that's why I'm not voting for Donald Trump.
And do you support the First Amendment?
Yes, that's why I'm not voting for Donald Trump.
Well, what about the Facebook guy, Mark Zuckerberg? He
Mm-hmm.
said that the Biden administration had pressured him into censoring politics, and especially during COVID, just
Yes, they
after,
had him
a
censor.
lot of information was censored.
Yes, they had him censor misinformation to protect public safety. Are you against a government?
Not according,
Well, yeah, it was.
not according to Mark Zuckerberg.
This,
He said
that's
that
what he said.
anything
Yeah.
that didn't align with their political view, whether verified true or not, even if it hadn't been verified as misinformation, was to be removed. That's not very constitutional, in my opinion.
Sure. When it comes, you disagree with White House's pressuring people to censor content.
When it's quite clear, I mean, if they were to say censor something that is completely untrue, like the UK had just nuked Russia, and people are claiming that when it's not true, then yeah, fair enough. But
Mm-hmm.
when it's things that haven't been verified as
Really quickly,
misinformation,
what if the White House pressures a citizen, a private citizen, to remove content just because they don't like the content? Would that be a First Amendment violation?
say that again. If when the White House pressure a private citizen to remove content,
Yeah, just because they don't like what it says. Would that be
that that would be a violation of the First Amendment.
okay? So when Donald Trump's White House pressured Twitter to remove Chrissy Teigen's mean tweet when she called Donald Trump a bitch, and Donald Trump's White House messaged Twitter. This was all released by Twitter, by the way, in the Twitter files. And Donald Trump's White House messaged Twitter to say, take this down. That would be a violation of free speech, correct?
So you're citing one incident where
So are you.
somebody didn't like something that somebody else posted, which by the way, Twitter could be actually argued as harassment. That's not information. Calling someone a bitch is not
That's
information.
not harassment either.
Informa-
Harassment must
information
be
about
repeated.
information about COVID and
Wait, okay,
that is
it's
unconstitutional.
actually better. You think it's worse for White House to say we want to take down posts that disagree with the science behind COVID-19 and the COVID vaccines versus we want to remove someone saying something mean.
We're not talking strictly science here. We're talking about when claims made about it coming from the lab in Wuhan were being
Hadn't been
published on
verified
Twitter
at the
and on
time.
Facebook. They
It
were
hadn't been verified at
removing
the
them.
time.
Well, how do you verify it's not true? How do you verify it's not true? Conversation can't happen if you have to verify everything as true. If you can't verify it as
Uh-huh.
not true, then it should be covered under free speech.
Uh-huh. If it's not true, why should we allow it to go out saying that it is?
Like I said, if you can't verify that it's not true, you cannot claim it's not true and say that wholeheartedly, knowing that. Then that's not the same thing.
How is that not the same thing?
It's not the same thing because you're not taking it down because it's not true because you don't know that it's not true.
How would we know it's true?
Well,
Do
I'm
you think
asking
just
you how
some
you know
random
it's not
wait,
true
do
in
you just
order
think
to take it down.
just some random people talking about it on Facebook is going to prove the validity? No. That's
Well,
not how
there's a
we
lot of
prove the
people.
validity
There's
of
a lot of
something.
people around. It's not something that's contested, widely now. It's still believed today that it came from a lab in Wuhan, whether purposefully or not. That's another question. A lot of people in the UK believe that. A lot of people in America believe that. Even people in China are saying that. It's not some sort of far-fetched conspiracy theory. It's something that could very well have happened in a science lab in Wuhan.
Okay, so just confirming, White House
I mean, seriously,
interferes in.
how likely is the bat story, the bat soup story? How likely does that really sound to you?
Sounds very made up.
The bat story does sound made up, doesn't it? But that's
Yep.
what they want you to believe.
Do you have
So you're
verifiable
agreeing with me.
evidence of
You're
the bat
agreeing with
story?
me.
No, you don't.
That is what they were saying
Do
when
you
it
have
when it first
verifiable
came out.
evidence of the bat soup story? No, you don't. Nobody does. Hence why it's a conspiracy theory. It's a theory because nobody has any evidence towards it. So yeah,
That
I
is what the
don't
government was
mind.
saying
I
at the
don't
time.
mind being pretty restrictive on misinformation. Now, if you want to say maybe instead of deleting the post, Facebook should do like Twitter and just have community notes, sure. But when it comes
Hang on,
to governments directly interfering, you are not
you've
holding the
you've
same
either
energy.
misspoke or misunderstood there, because the bat soup story is what was originally said by China. It was originally what was being told to us by the government. So I don't know what you mean. So what the government is saying is a conspiracy theory, and so people who go against it must be right.
Yeah,
What
so
you just said makes no sense.
again, I'm going to disagree with this heavily. But the point that I'm making here, right, is you're claiming that it's bad when one White House pressures people to remove content, but it's not bad when the other does.
I would disagree. I would say that it is bad when both do it, but one is more guilty of doing it more often on more information than the other.
Both Trump and Biden tried to limit free speech, correct?
To some extent, but I think one was worse.
Right. But now let's move to the next part of Trump limiting free speech. Why does Trump want to jail people for burning the American flag for up to a year?
Because it's a sign of war against America.
It's not. It's a constitutionally protected version of free speech, affirmed by our U.S. Supreme Court time and time again. So you believe that we should remove
I don't believe it should be.
You don't believe it should be is not a reason for something to be free speech or not. So confirming, you think that the government should be able to jail people. They should be able to jail people for up to a year if those people burn the American flag.
If they do it in the privacy of their own homes, then I'm not too bothered.
What if they do it like on a public street?
If it's endangering other people,
it's not.
Then yeah. If you light a fire on a sidewalk, if you light a fire on a sidewalk, then it's a risk to the public, and you should be arrested for that. That's public arson.
No, that's not what arson is.
They're lighting it on fire.
Yeah, just lighting something on fire is not arson. If that was the case, every time I had a barbecue, I would be arrested for arson.
Yeah, but when you light a barbecue, it's a controlled fire in the comfort of your own space.
Yeah. What if this is a controlled fire?
It's not on a sidewalk where the wind can blow it towards women, towards children, towards toddlers.
So here's the thing. Donald Trump is not saying, hey, if you burn the flag in the comfort of your own home. No, he's just saying if you burn the flag in general. Flag burning as a protest tool has been.
When did he say that? Please tell me when he said that.
Sure. Do you want me to play it?
Go for it. Yeah, I'd like to hear it. Because if I hear it and I don't agree with what he's saying, then I'll say.
Sure.
Also, I just want to respond to Blackbird in the comments telling people lighting fires safely in public. I don't believe Blackbird to be safe.
This group, I tell you, you have great people. And we do not need more people who want to burn our flag. I watched yesterday and the day before. They're burning our American flag. I can't hear anything.
All I can hear is a whooshing sound.
Okay, well, everybody else can hear. You're going to have to, I guess it's just not coming through. So everybody else can hear.
To it. I'll go back.
Okay, just mute yourself so it doesn't echo.
Okay. We're going to be smart. We're going to listen to Tom Emmer and Pete and all of the other. You got great people in this group, I tell you. You have great people. And we do not need more people who want to burn our flag. I watched yesterday and the day before. They're burning our American flag. And I said, I know they say it's unconstitutional. Well, make it not unconstitutional. You burn our American flag, you should get immediately mandatory 1 year in jail.
So there we go.
Okay, so I disagree with what he said there. I do.
So you recognize that Trump also wants to limit people's free speech?
To an extent, yeah. Yeah, but
Okay.
I just believe that the other candidate wants to do it more.
You think the other candidates aren't trying to put people in jail?
They are. They're trying to put the ex-president in jail.
No. Who did Biden try to put in jail for limit of free speech? Nobody.
He would put everyone in jail.
Who?
He would put anybody who disagrees with him in jail.
When has Biden or Harris proposed putting people in prison who disagree with them?
They've done it about 60 times.
When?
Look, let me tell you something. I'll tell you something that shouldn't be free speech, that shouldn't be allowed to be shown to the public.
It is free speech.
I'll tell you something about that.
It is free speech.
I'll tell you something.
It's a freedom. It's a free version of protesting. You don't want people to protest. You know why you don't want people to protest?
Let me tell you something that shouldn't be allowed in public.
You know why you don't want people to protest? Is because you don't want people who disagree with you to exist in this country.
Well, no, because if that was true, I wouldn't be having this debate with you right now.
Having the debate doesn't mean you want me here.
I'm very happy for you to have this debate to practice your free speech. I don't think anything bad should happen to you for that. I just think that somebody should rip that stupid fucking nigger headset off your head with the stupid cat ears.
Cool.